Hey guys, my name is Shanice, aka Sister Mom. Yeah, so let's just get to it. I've been trying to make this video for a very long time, and I never knew where to start, where to begin, where to end, what to say. But I've been having like a lot of motivation. I'm just like, let's just do it, you know what I'm saying? Because it's time. And my cousin, Cheyenne, she's gave me motivation. My cousin Eddie, like he's like, you need to just do it, and I know that he'll help me with like a lot of stuff or what have you. So again, my name is Shanice, aka Sister Mom. My name is Sister Mom is because I am a sister / mom. When I was 18, my mom passed away, and I was the oldest, and I took on the responsibility of taking care of my sister and my brother at a very young age. I was only 18, and I was going to CSUN Northridge in California, and yeah, like, I was living a life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was with my friends and having fun and not really having no care in the world, basically being selfless, like careless, I guess, having fun. And out of nowhere, my life just changed. I just ended with my sister and brother not feeling loved and what have you. I love them so deep, so dearly. And I read my mom's diary one day after she passed away, and she was like, whatever happens to me, I just want to make sure that all my kids stay together. So when she said that and I read that, and after she passed away and I seen that, I had to make it happen. I didn't know how I was going to make it happen. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't even have any kids at the time. So I was just like, I'm going to do it, and I was able to do it, and I had assistance or what have you. So I'm just like, I just did. A lot of people said I couldn't do it. A lot of people said I was, not capable or able to do it, and I wasn't going to be able to do it, but I proved all of them wrong, and I did it. Now today I am 26. I'll be 27 in November. I'm a Scorpio. I don't even know if I should be telling you all of that, because people are very into horoscopes or what have you. But yeah, like, the journey has been very rough. It's not easy taking care of children that are not your own. It's very difficult. I remember when I was young, still young, having to go up to their schools or what have you at the age of like 18 years old, 19 years old, having to go up to their schools for like parent meetings. And I will always have to like change my demeanor, like, change who I was. So you could kind of say I kind of lost myself a little bit. Like, I wasn't really able to be who I was or who I wanted to be. I have to be someone that they looked up to. I had to be someone when I came to their school that they respected, because if I'm taking care of my siblings and I'm only 18 years old, they're gonna look at me like, you're very young, and they're gonna look at them and then look at me or what have you. So when I came into the office or when I came to the school, I made sure I was dressed very professional. I even changed the way I dressed. Like, I made sure I dressed professional. I didn't, have like, I don't want to say hoochie mama clothes or something like that, but non-professional clothes or what have you. And I had to make sure I set up, how when we're 18 years old, 19 years old, we're always like slacking, like, going like this and having our hand on our chin. I'm having to be assertive, listen, and really be attentive. I couldn't be just playing around. I didn't have time to play around. So yeah, it was hard, being the oldest, I didn't really have no one to like go to that was my age, because no one my age was taking care of siblings or even had kids. So I didn't really have no one my age to go to. So I kind of leaned more to older people and talk to them about certain situations, and I started to just kind of hang out with older crowds. So you could kind of say like I have an old soul, because a lot of things that I was going through when I was young, people my age was not going through, and a lot of stuff that people was doing, I wasn't doing. So like, you know, going out to the clubs, hanging out, smoky, you know what I'm saying, 420 or whatever. I'm not doing none of that. You know, I didn't want to, at first I didn't even want to drink in front of my sister. I didn't want to do anything of that sort, because I wanted to make sure that I wanted to make sure they had a positive role model. And, you know, it was times that I cried. I was like, why me? But I know that sometimes they say don't ask God why or what have you. So I was frustrated in the beginning. I was lost. I'm just like, how am I going to do this? But I just took one day at a time. Now I'm about to be 27 years old, and I started taking care of them by myself when I was 18 years old. And it has been trials and tribulations. It was a point in time where it was just me and my sister and my brother, and I was just taking care of them on my own. And you know, they looked up to me a lot. And my brother, he respects me. My sister respects me. My sister is a handful. I'm gonna let you know that. In a good way, and also a little bad way, you know what I'm saying? But they never disrespected me. You know, like I didn't have to worry about them not coming home. I never had to worry about them bringing people to my house. You know, no crazy stuff. Like, they respected me or what have you. And every time they come back to me, like from somebody's house or from school or whatever, they used to always say people are kind of proud of me or whatever. And I used to think like, they're proud of me? Like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I'm taking this one day at a time, and it's hard. Like, I felt that I wasn't doing enough. I felt like I wasn't doing the right thing. I felt like I wasn't a great candidate. I felt like I wasn't meeting my criteria. I don't know. I just felt, I overthink things a lot. So I was just, you know, thinking about that or what have you. And I'm just kind of, I'm trying to figure out what to say, because it's been a lot, you know. And yeah, it's just been a lot. Like my brother, every time he has a bad day at school or what have you, he's able to come to me and he's able to talk to me about his day. When I was his age, I didn't have that. I didn't have someone I could just come to and just talk to about my day, because of my past and how I was raised or what have you. And I could talk about that in another video, you know, about that. But I just didn't want them to go through what I had to go through. My mother was a single parent. All of us had different fathers. So after my mother passed away or what have you, none of our fathers came, you know, into our lives to help or what have you. Like, you would think that since the mother passed away, the father would take over, but it didn't happen like that. And I was the one. I was the next kin, you know. Yeah, so I think that my mother would be very proud of me, you know. I hope she will. And yeah, so the school situation, I would have to, you know, be very assertive or what have you. I had got a car at a very young age, because I knew that I had to be able to take them, you know, to the doctor. I had to take them to the hospital when needed. I had to take them to the dentist. I had to make all the appointments. I had to pay all the bills in the house. And even with that, at 18, 19 years old, I did not know how to pay bills. It was trial and error. I mean, it was times where the light would be off, and then they'll be like, well, you know, to be honest, when the light did go off, they wouldn't be at home. So I'd be like, oh, I guess I gotta pay the bill, you know. So it's just trial and tribulations, and I have no shame. I'm not even embarrassed about that, you know what I'm saying, because I was only 18. I did not know what I was doing. And it was times where like they'll be like, oh, you know, the internet is off or whatever like that. I'm like, oh, you know, I have to fix the internet because something it's a thing going on in the area or what have you. So it's just a lot of stuff that I had to go through to make sure things went how it went, you know. So that was that. And also the reason why I'm making this video is because when I was raising my sister and my brother, like I said, I didn't know anyone like me. And when I mean that, like, you know, I was 18, you know, and my sister was young, my brother was young, I was young. And it wasn't like a group that I could go to where like this is a thing, you know, like I could talk to people my age. I didn't have that. And I used to kind of like look on Google, like look on YouTube to see if people like me did what I did, like took care of their siblings at a young age. And recently I found 2 people, but never like someone like me, like African American, or like, you know, I found this one girl, she was like she lived out of the country, and they like interviewed her about her life or what have you, and she had to go through a lot just to get her siblings. And for me, I was 18, so I was legally an adult, and we thought that it was going to be very difficult for me to get them. And that day of, like, we were trying to make sure that we was all dressed nice, and my sister couldn't find her shoes, so she had to wear like some shoes with no socks. It was just a mess. But we finally made it to the court date, and when I got there, we seen a judge, and she was just like, it's granted, like, you know, your mom is not in your life. There's, you know, you have to write, like, I guess letters or whatever, like put it out in the paper to like the fathers or whatever have you, like let them know that you're trying to get custody to see if they want to be in their life or what have you. Nothing happened, and they just granted it to me that I was going to be their legal guardian until they were 18. So now my brother is 18 years old. He got accepted to UC Merced. And my sister and I was 21.